Welcome to another tutorial on Element Pack Pro from BDThemes. This is an add-on pack with mega amount of widgets that brings extra functionality to Elementor Free and Pro. In this video, we are going to look at the advanced counter. The starter site that I'm using for this demo comes from the theme Neve. If you want to know more about Neve, it's one of those themes that I can highly recommend if you are a Elementor user, because Neve works really well with Elementor, and there is many starter sites with Neve included. Check the link in the description below. I'm using the Foodie starter site, and we want to bring in a counter over here. Advanced counter, so I will look for counter. We should get the normal counter, and then over here with the Element Pack logo in the top right hand corner, we will get advanced counter. Click and drag and drop. Let's do some styling first here. I'll go to style and then counter text. Let's change the color, put it on white so that we can see it, and counter number same. Just put it on white so we can see it a little bit better. Let's go back and do some layout settings over here. Counter start number. Now this is what we are used to. Where does it start? Currently it starts at 1 and it ends at 2020. To make it a little bit smoother, you can start at something like 1000 and it will run up to 2020. Add a separator. That's a very nice feature to have in there. And you can also align it inside the box where you want it to appear. In this case, let's leave it in the middle. Show icon makes it kind of an icon box with a counter. How neat is that? And then you also have control, of course, over the icon. Once you have activated the icon, under style, you will now also see the option for the icon, so you can change the icon color over here. Collapse the counter layout and have a look at additional options. And here is where things get very interesting. You see the feature over here for language. Language relates to the numbering system you use. So other languages may use a different format, and all you need to do here is put the digitals of the numbering system you use from lowest, which is 0, to its highest, which is 9, and it will count in that format. For all intents and purposes, you're not going to mess around with it as long as you use numbers the way it appears here. Don't mess around with it. But if you do use another language that has a different symbol system for it or a different numeric system for it, this is where you're going to do that. You can add a decimal symbol over here, and I will put a full stop in there, and nothing is going to happen because we have to assign the decimal places here. Let's put it on 2. Seems like I've got 2 full stops there. Let's take 1 out, and now it will appear like so. Easing is how the numbers count up. If I deactivate it, it will just count up at the same speed. If I activate it, it counts up, and as it gets to the top, it slows down a little bit. It's what we call ease in, ease out, and it gives it more of a natural feeling that when you get to the end, things move a little bit slower. For most people, they're not going to know it's even there, but it does make them feel that there's something more natural about how it counts up. Grouping, if I activate this, you're going to see that now I have a comma and it gives my numbers groupings in terms of 3. And the separator symbol is over here. So if you want to switch it to something like a semicolon, just add it in there and you will see now it's semicolon. That doesn't make sense, so we put it back on a comma. You have a prefix here, so we can say numbers with a space. And we even have a suffix if you want to include that. This is very great, giving that full control over prefix and suffix. Indicator. Over here, you will see an arrow appears. That is the indicator. And this will be useful when you have step flows next to each other to show how these numbers count up, and then the arrow takes you to the next one. And of course, you'll go to style, collapse this, look for indicator here, and change the color. And that one is now white on white. We also don't see it. Let's make it green. That's much better. Drag it here to red or pink. And that's how you can play around with the indicator. All of this gives you all the flexibility that you need to create a nice number box like this. Count it up. you've got your icon, you've got separator, you've got prefix and suffixes, and then you can go ahead and also make changes to the color styling for the background. See you in the next video. Stay safe. JP signing off.